Good morning, students. Today we will discuss about the cyclostomata. The cyclostomata, if you are observing in NCERT textbook only, can go for that. All living members class cyclostomata are ectoparasites on some fishes. So example for this cyclostomata are there are two fishes. One is the petromyzon. Here is given the petromyzon. Another one is the hagfish. Hagfish are also called as the myxine. Hagfish or myxine. They are all the ectoparasite. That means they will feed on the other fishes. And deadly, these fishes are the living from the many years. Since 300 million years, they are living without any changes. That are the cyclostomes. And one more important thing is, I told this one two fishes, petromyzon, this one is a lamprey, and hagfish is the myxine. So here, first point, if you see in textbook, this one, all living members are ectoparasite. They living on the another fishes. So deadly fishes are, they will kill the small fishes and they will eat. Very important character about these fishes are the why the name came to the cyclostomes. Cyclo means this one is cycle, and stoma. Cycle means round or circular. Cycle means circular. Stoma means opening. So all these fishes, if you are seeing this one, mouth is a circular mouth. Circular mouth means just I can say this one is very easy to, you can recall, pig mouth is there, na round is there, like that it is there. Then I will show in video. Now that is the because of that circular mouth, these fishes are getting the name cyclostoma. And one more important, the cyclostoma C is there. In for C, I can say C, you can remember that one, cyclostomes. They having the first C is the circular mouth. Another three C's are there. Second one is the cartilaginous fishes. Cartilage means the body is made up of the cartilaginous substance. And the next one is, the third one is the closed circulatory system. C stands for, I am giving this small, easy to remember all those things. And C for triple C. One is the circular mouth, cartilaginous body, and third one is the closed circulatory system. First point is over. And then they have an elongated body bearing the 6 to 15 pairs of the gill slits for respiration. See here, these are all the gill slits. So I told there are two examples. One is the petromyzon and another name is, this one is the lamprey. And hagfish is myxine, myxine, scientific name. Common name is the hagfish. Common name is the petromyzon is the lamprey. Why they call it the lamprey means, so according to the different languages. For example, lamprey name they are getting the because of the nine-eyed eel-like body, long flexible eel-like body. So according to the German word, they are telling about that nine-eyed structure we can call as the lamprey. Petromyzon, why called as the lamprey means, lamprey, the meaning of Germany, nine-eyed animals are called as the lampreys. But it is not nine-eyed, but they are considered by seeing lateral side. What I am saying, one side only. So like this fish, this one is the lateral side. See, there is a gill slits. Here they having the gill slits. I have written this one is the gill slits. And here one eye. So here 7 gill slits are present in the lamprey. One is the eye, 8th, and one is nostril. Here it is present, nostril. So totally 9 structures. So basing on that, they call this one is the lamprey. And another one is Japanese word. According to Japanese word, 8-eyed structure they called as the lamprey, because 7 gills, 1 eye structure. 7 gills, 1 eye structure, 8. So according to the Japanese, according to Germany, 9-8 structure called as the lamprey. According to the Japanese, 8-8 structure we can call as the lamprey. So like that the name came here. The fish name is Petromyzon. So if you are observing this one, next see here. First point I completed that one. Gill slits 6 to 15 pairs of here. These are all the gill slits. 6 to 15 pairs of gill slits are present. They are helpful for the respiration. And cyclostome having sucking and circular mouth without jaws. There is no jaws like this. Jawless fishes. That's why the cyclostomes are belongs to the Agnatha. Agnatha. A means absent. Agnatha. Cyclostomes are jawless fishes. So without jaws. See here this point. And next one, their bodies are devoid of scales and paired fins. This one is devoid means divide means I can explain what is the meaning of divide means absent. Scales are absent. Smooth body. This one eel body, smooth body. The body is devoid of scales and paired fins. And paired fins are see here. Their body is devoid of scales. That means scales are absent. And also paired fins also absent. Paired fins are absent. This is important. Paired fins absent. This word I am telling to you. Paired fins means see paired is unpaired fins. This one is the unpaired fins. What is the paired fins means? This one is the paired fins. These are the paired fins. Paired fins like this not there here. So that these are called as the unpaired fins. Unpaired fins. Next one is next one, their body is devoid of scales and paired fins. Next one is a cranium. I told just now cranium and vertebral column is present and they are made up of with the cartilaginous substance, soft, not bony substance, cartilaginous substance only. Next one is a soft substance. Cartilage means a soft substance. And circulation is closed type. I told first cyclostome means circular mouth, cartilaginous body, and next one is third one is the closed circulation. Circulatory system is closed type. That means the blood is fluid in the blood vessels. That means blood vessels are present and heart also present. Two-chambered heart is present. Next, cyclostomes are, next point is cyclostomes are marine but migrate for the spanning for fresh water. What a wonderful point you can see, Nana. So here cyclostomes are marine, mostly marine actually, but migrate for the spanning to fresh water. See, I will tell the history. So they will living in the marine water in oceans for laying of the eggs after copulation. After copulation means after mating so they will laying the eggs. For spanning means laying for eggs purpose. These fishes are migrated from the ocean or seas into the rivers against the water current. They are migrate against the water current. One more important thing is this type of migration we can call as a anadromous migration. Anadromous migration. Anadromous migration means migration from the sea to fresh water. That means rivers. That we can call as the anadromous migration. In opposite is called as the catadromous migration. That means river to the seas. So these fishes, that means Petromyzon and hagfishes are showing the both type of the migration. See, I am giving the explanation. Adults are living in the seas. Once they came into reproductive stage after mating for laying the eggs purpose, they are moving into the rivers against the water current. Later, once they reach into the rivers, they will reach into the bottom of the pond, and in burrows they will laying the eggs. Once they are laying the eggs, this animal is died. See here, migrate for the spanning means eggs, or span means eggs, fresh water. After spanning, within a few days they die. What a wonderful point here. See here, after a spanning, the animal is died. Why that animal is died? Because of the laying of the eggs. This animal is migrating from the sea into the river. While migrating that time, it is not feeding anything. And not only that, while laying the eggs, it will take some time. So a time means slowly it will laying the eggs, and once they are not eat the food, once they are not eat the food, then what happens, their alimentary canal is infected with the fungus, so that after spanning, after laying the eggs, these animals will die. Why? Because already their alimentary canal or intestines are infected with the fungus, so that they are died. Once the adult animal is died, then already they are laid, after laying the eggs only they will die. So once they are died in the river, then automatically these eggs are developed into larvae. So larvas now they are leaving that larvas or hatching, the larvas are hatching into the freshwater rivers. Then these larvas are after metamorphosis, means changes, metamorphosis into a fishes, adult one, then they are returned to the ocean. Again they return into the, they entered into the ocean, Nana. This type of migration is called as the catadromous migration. Once again I am telling to you the difference between the anadromous migration and catadromous migration. Anadromous migration means S to R. S means sea to river, and catadromous migration means in reverse. That means R to S. R means reverse, river to the sea. So that means anadromous migration is also called as the upward migration. Anadromous migration also called as the upward migration. Catadromous migration also called as the downwards migration, because water is, river is flowing into the oceans. Just like if you are seen in the Mangalore, so many rivers are join in the ocean, Arabian Ocean. There we can observe such type of conditions. So that is the important things. Next one is one more important thing is this petromyzon and hagfish, deadly fishes. That means hagfish, why called as mexan or hagfish? Why they called as hagfish means you see this, Nana, these fishes eat the fishes, and they suck the blood. First they suck the blood, later they eat the flesh, and they leaving the skeleton. They are leaving the skeleton. After that, once they first they suck the blood, later they eat the flesh, later then what they will do, they will dwell inside that skeleton. So that's why these fishes, hagfish, especially hagfish, also called as the evil fish, or also called as the ugly fish. Also ugly fish means in that skeleton only that they are living, skeleton only they are living. And see this, see here diagram, this one is the diagram of the petromyzon. See this one I gave, this one is the circular mouth, that means no jaws. And here this one is the paired fins, there is a 6 to 15 pairs of the fins. Actually this one is the petromyzon. See, petromyzon having the how many fins, Nana? 7 pairs of fins. This side 7, that side 7. And this one is the head region. The body is differentiated into 3 parts. This one is the head, and this portion is called as the trunk, and this portion is called as the tail. 3 portion: head, trunk, and tail. And one more important thing is see here, next one is the body is elongated body, eel-like body. This one is elongated eel-like body. There is no scales. Scales means like this. If you are seeing the fishes, means this is the scales like structures. So these scales are absent, Nana. The scales are absent. So that then they will easily flexible. Next is here. See, I gave this one, scales are absent. Next, under unpaired fins. So there is no paired fins. Continuation only, there are fins like this. but paid means I told. Next one, cartilaginous skeleton is there, and cartilaginous cranium and vertebral column we can see. And here we can see the nostril. Here you can see the nostril, mostly marine fishes. So the larva will be formation will take place in the freshwater only. Finally, I can say this one is the cyclostomes are worst fishes. Hag fishes means hasting fishes or maybe ugly fishes. And mostly we can see this type of fishes in the Pacific Ocean. So one more important thing is they are living from long back without any changes. 300 to 400 million years ago they are living from, so that till now also they are also living right now. And this one is the also economic importance means it's a costly fish, nana. Somebody will eat just like royal peoples only they will eat. So royal dishes means they will prefer these petromyzon fishes only, petromyzon or maybe hag fishes. Mostly petromyzon is preferred as in comparing the hag fish. Hag fish is worst fish, yeah. Okay. This one is the cyclostomes characters. Next I will show the mouth and all. Now if you are observing this one, then I will show the some videos about that.